Hello guys, my name is Anish. I'm the director and ALS tutor at Diamond Overseas Consultant Vapi, Gujarat, India. In this video, we're going to look into how student visa for UK works. We'll look into the step-by-step process for the UK student visa. Let's begin. Okay, so as you can see, the entire visa process chart for UK student visa. We'll discuss each of the steps in detail throughout the video. The very first step here is as always English language examination. So as you can see, IELTS, PT, TOEFL, IBT, Duolingo, and there is also English language waiver which is offered by a few universities in the UK. So if you're a student after grade 12, you need to have 5.5 bands in each of the modules in IELTS or PTE or TOEFL, IBT as per required by the university. Apart from that, if you're a graduate, a minimum of 5.5 bands and overall 6 bands is necessary for you to secure your admission into university or colleges. Apart from that, there is also an English language waiver offered by universities and colleges. In short, you need to appear for their internal test or sometimes give an credibility interview. After clearing your credibility interview, you'll be given your final letter of acceptance or unconditional offer letter to the university or college. The second step involves is application to the university college. So along with your academic documentation, if there is a waiver for you, you need a medium of instruction letter, that is MOI, or sometimes you may also have to appear for an internal test offered by the university, or if you have scored 70 plus marks in your 12th grade English language, then you'll be offered a waiver into it. Once you have all your documentation and statement of purpose SOP, that is a document that you state to the university why you are interested in this particular university, why this particular course, why particularly UK. Once you write an SOP, submit it to the university will offer you with a conditional or an unconditional offer letter based on the requirements submitted to them. If you are required to submit an IELTS or PTE or internal test or credibility interview, once you go ahead with submitting those documents, you'll be given an unconditional offer letter. Apart from that, there is also condition wherein you need to pay a certain amount of tuition deposit to the university to get an unconditional offer letter. Now, as you can see in step 3, offer letter and tuition fees. Now, if you are a 12th pass graduate, you need to pay at least about £12,500 per year to £25,000 per year, depending on the college, university, its location, and the course that you're opting for. On an average, if you see, there is a minimum requirement of tuition deposit to be paid, that is around £15,000 on an average per year if you live in a metropolitan city in UK. Say for instance, if you live or you want to apply for a university in Manchester, in London, in Leicester, in Birmingham, you are looking at about minimum of £15,000 per year. Obviously, there are scholarships that you'll be getting from the university based on your merit, based on your English language abilities, based on your credibility interview. But apart from that, yes, you're looking at about £15,000 almost per year for your tuition deposit. If you are a graduate, you've completed your 3 years or 4 years of your bachelor's in India, you're looking at about 12,500 minimum per year to at least about £35,000 per year, depending on the course that you're selecting, depending on the location, and depending on the university. If you select top 50 universities, obviously the fees for your tuition fees are going to be higher. Okay. Now let's talk about a minimum deposit or a first semester tuition deposit that needs to be paid. So once you have a conditional offer letter in hand, the university will give you a deadline. Before that, you need to pay a minimum deposit. Ideally, the minimum deposit is between £1,000 to £4,000, and first semester fees ranges from about £7,500 to £10,500. Okay, so this is about the minimum deposit. Let's talk about the survival and proof of funds that you need to show in the UK. So if you want to live in City of London, you need to show about £12,007 for your survival in the UK for a period of 9 months. So in short, you need to have £1,334 per month for your survival in London. if you want to live outside of the London city on say for a city like Leicester, Birmingham or Manchester or Nottingham, you need to show about 9,207 pounds for 9 months on an average of 1,023 pounds per month. If you are showing this into your savings account or into your FD, this amount has to be at least about 28 days old. If you are working with a bank, you have secured a education loan. Education loan sanction letter is enough for you to show it to the university or submit it to your university, and the university will grant you a cash letter. We will see that into the next video in the next following slide. Now, how is that you apply for a cash letter? What is a cash letter? So cash letter is a confirmation of acceptance of studies which will be used for your visa purpose. Okay, so let's understand how you can acquire a cash letter without any hassle. So the first thing that you do is you pay your tuition deposit to the university. Say for instance, your entire tuition deposit is 15,000 pounds and you paid about 3,000 pounds to the university. The balance of 12,000 pounds need to be shown into your savings account, into your FD, in your fixed deposit, or into your education loan sanction letter. Say for instance, if you want to live in London city, at 12,000, which is the balance of your tuition deposit, plus 12,007 pounds for your survival cost of 9 months has to be shown into your savings account, into your FD, or into your loan sanction letter. All right. If you want to live outside of London city, your 12,000, that is the remaining balance of your tuition deposit, plus 9,207 pound has to be shown into your FD savings for last 28 days or into your education loan sanction letter. Once you submit your tuition deposit and your financial documents required by the university will verify the documentation. If the university feels they want to take an interview again, they'll take an interview again to verify all of your funds. Once everything is verified, they are satisfied that your documentation are valid, are authentic, they'll issue you with a cash letter. Once you have your cash letter in hand, this is when you start preparing for your visa application. Before going for the visa application, a student needs to get a medical test done. So medical tests ideally cost about 4,000 to 5,000, 6,000 rupees in India. Obviously it has to be done through a designated hospital and a designated doctor. You can select an appointment with the institute that you want to go ahead and take your medical test done. Once your medical test done, we need to submit that documentation into your visa application. Now, in terms of visa application, the student needs to pay 490 pounds for the visa application, which is again non-refundable. Apart from that, a student needs to submit or pay his health insurance surcharge, which is 776 pounds per year. And if a student goes for about a master's program, for instance, for 1 year, student needs to pay 1.5 years of health insurance surcharge. That is, you can see it on the screen, 776 pounds plus 388 for half yearly, total of 1164 pounds the student needs to pay for his health insurance surcharge. Let's say for instance a undergraduate student wants to go and study there. The student needs to pay about 2,328 for the next 3 years and a half yearly fees of 388, making it about 2,716 pounds. Alright, once you are ready with all of the documentation, you can go ahead with the visa process, and visa ideally is granted between 7 to 15 days. There is also a facility for super priority visa that will grant you a visa in just 24 hours. There is also a priority visa that will grant you a visa between 7 to 15 days. Alright, so these are the charges. There are different other charges for priority and super priority visa, but if you want to go ahead with normal simple process, then you need to pay the basic 490 pounds and you can get your visa granted. If you have any questions, any queries regarding the entire process, or you want to have any further assistance in terms of student visa in the UK, please get in touch with us. If you have any queries, drop down them in the comment below, section below. We'll help you out with the entire process. We do consult students for student visa in Canada, Australia, UK, New Zealand and Canada. Alright, if you like the video, subscribe to our channel, like and share with your friends and family members, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye bye.